Hello, this is Michael Kreider here at Mobile World Congress for Android Police, and we're looking at the brand new Samsung Galaxy Gear Fit. Well, I apologize, it's no longer Galaxy, it is just the Gear Fit, because these things are running on the Tizen operating system. Well, this is the new alternative to the Gear that Samsung has introduced with the Galaxy S5. And the real interesting thing here is it no longer has that sort of squared off watch face look. It is much more of a fitness band, and this device is very much geared toward fitness. So before we look into the software stuff, let's take a look at the hardware. This is running on a 1 GHz dual core processor to run all this processing stuff through Tizen. The screen, as you can probably tell, is dramatically curved because it's sitting on your wrist in that sort of circle formation, and it is a Super AMOLED screen, 432 by 128 resolution, and I have to say it is a pretty fetching device. It looks much more natural than the big squared off Gear watch type devices, and as you can see back here, it's got this strap on. Well, let's just see if I can get it onto my phone in a non-awkward. The strap uses just this little 2-plug system, and it just plugs into these holes. So I'm a little worried about the reliability of that, but it is fairly easy to get on and onto your wrist, as you can see. There it is, just kind of showing it off. It does have a feature that lets you auto-rotate the screen, but it only works in this landscape mode, which can get a little awkward when you want to put it up to your face and actually tell the time, because you're in landscape all the time. So I find that just a little bit of an awkward design decision. All right, let's dig into that software. On the back, you can see that this is a little pin connection for the cradle, and the cradle snaps on here and plugs in with a USB microcharger. So you can't plug it without some extra hardware. You can't charge it without a little extra hardware on there. And then we see also it has a heart rate monitor, just like on the Galaxy S5 itself and the other Gear devices. All right, looking into the software, sort of our home screen for the Gear Fit is this little watch display, and it does have a little extra widget here that you can set up via the app itself. Swiping to the side lets you go through all of these sort of mini apps that are on the device. So these are pretty obvious, pretty geared towards the functionality. First, we have your notifications, which can actually live update from the phone, and it'll alert you on your wrist. We have media control just for pausing the standard Android music apps. Any app that's compatible with like an A2DP Bluetooth connection should be able to be controlled there. We do have the Find My Phone device, which you press this and it's connected to your phone and it buzzes, which is nice for finding it, but only if you're in that Bluetooth range. Moving on, we've got a pedometer, exercise set up for a lot of different things, and you can go through all of these things and check out the different exercise functions, but they're not going to work unless you have the phone with you, because it relies on that separate app. Let's see here, we do have a heart rate monitor, so I'll see if I can just slip that on my wrist and hope it works. So, oh, no, we've gone back. One moment. So, heart rate monitor. Excuse me for just 1 second. Okay, let's see if I can get it to work there. So we're going to start and hold it up, and in just a second, it should get my beats per minute. There we go. It looks like it's live updating pretty quickly there. All right. Yeah. And it doesn't like it now that I move my wrist away. Okay. What else have we got? We have a pretty basic timer function and a stopwatch. You know, very obvious use cases for this device. And then you go into settings. Everything here is pretty basic. They do have a lot of different watch faces that you can choose from. So let's pick text-based watch face. Go back and see what it looks like. And you've got this very sort of pebble text-only display. Go back to our settings menu. Wallpaper, obviously, you can choose between different backgrounds. The display allows you to change some very basic settings. You've got brightness, that's only like a few different things that you can check there. Yeah, display. Screen timeout is either 1 or 5 minutes, so very basic settings there. Just a few visual options. Wake up gesture, which should turn it on if you flip it back up towards your face. And and then your Bluetooth connection, your battery, and your reset, and that is about it. So very interesting. We want to see what the price is on this because that's going to be a big determining factor for if it sells, and it will be out on April 11th with the Galaxy S5 and the rest of the Gear devices. So this is the this is the Gear Fit, and it'll be out on April 11th. One last thing I'm going to show you. You can pop this off and go in for various different straps for it, and then pop it right back in. Well, you should be able to. There we go. A little awkward. All right, so that is the Samsung Gear Fit. Thanks very much for watching, and this is for Android Police.